The president has,
the President of the United States.
Rituals are somewhat familiar. That was the Sergeant of Arms, and of course people lining up, members of Congress who get there early so they can shake the president's hand. Bob Costa, back to you as we see the president go through a long handshaking session here. Back to your point about what your reporting was telling you.
What we see here, based on people close to the president, is a commander-in-chief who's totally at ease with the power he has won with this second term. It was just a little under 10 years ago he came down that escalator in New York. Now he's coming down inside of the House chamber to the lectern, and he has the Senate and the House behind him. He has much of Wall Street behind him, as uncomfortable as they are with tariffs. He has Silicon Valley, epitomized by Elon Musk, behind him in many respects. The challenge for him, I'm told by those close to him, is just how far can President Trump push his power at this moment. He has overcome an assassination attempt. He was convicted of a crime last year in New York, faced civil, criminal charges, a federal investigation, now back in the White House. Can he really reframe the world, global politics and domestic politics, in his image? This speech tonight is not just a speech, I'm told. It's a statement about who he is and what kind of historic presidency he is trying to mount this time around.
And Bob, when you frame it that way, what a journey it has been since coming down that escalator in Trump Tower. Let's go now to Scott McFarland. He is inside the chamber. Scott, give us a feeling for what that's like right now.
You can see from my vantage point, Maurice, the Democrats largely are not standing. They're seated, they're not clapping, they're not moving as President Trump walks towards the dais. Some of them you'll see, Maurice and John, some of the House Democrats are wearing these very bright pink blazers, members of the Democratic Women's Caucus. They say that is a unified visual of protest against President Trump. There'll also be a few empty seats on the House Democratic side. Several members are sitting this out, saying they can't be in the same room with Donald Trump at this moment. This is his first time in this House chamber speaking to Congress since the January 6th riot by Trump supporters. I'll also note this. Up here in the top level with me, Elon Musk wearing a suit in the guest box. He's standing and clapping next to the FBI director, Kash Patel, and members of the Trump family. They're seated to the president's left when he gets up to the dais and begins speaking.
We see the president there speaking to the combatant commanders. You saw him shaking hands with the Supreme Court justices. Worth noting tonight the amount of power that is in the Capitol all at once. We are told that the designated survivor tonight is VA Secretary, Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins, who is in a secure location, according to our Olivia Rinaldi, because certainly this is a focus of those who wish us ill will.
And just as they go through another round of applause, Caitlin Huey-Burns is up on the Hill. Caitlin, what are Democrats doing in preparation for tonight?
Well, after this election, Democrats have been trying to figure their way out of the wilderness, and they've been hearing an earful from their constituents back home who want them to do more, do what they can to oppose the president. Remember, they are in the minority and are limited legislatively in what they can do. But the House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries urged Democrats to show up today to show their strength in opposition to the president. Remember, it just takes 3 Republicans to defect in order for Democrats to blow everything up here. The majority that Republicans have is indeed fragile. Democrats are trying to hold it together in opposition to this president, and we'll see how they do it tonight.
Okay, so the speaker is supposed to introduce the president. See if that happens as he basks in the moment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.